What's up guys, Jason here. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple and efficient Minecraft mob XP farm. This farm works on 1.21 and on both Minecraft Bedrock Edition and Minecraft Java Edition. As you guys can see here, this farm quickly produces a ton of loot. It is also a great easy way to get to level 30 or higher. For this farm, you'll need 2 chests, 4 hoppers, 4 slabs, 4 glass blocks, 5 torches, 2 water buckets, 2 stacks of wood trap doors, 2 stacks and 2 ladders, and finally about 30 stacks of solid blocks. You can use any type of solid block that you want. A couple examples of solid blocks are smooth stone or cobblestone. The first step is to choose an area to make this farm at. You can make this farm over land, however I recommend that you make it over an ocean. By the way, don't make this farm in a river biome. That's because mobs won't spawn in river biomes. If you choose to make this farm over land, first build up about 130 blocks above land. If you choose to make this farm over an ocean, first go at least 130 blocks away from any land. Once you are at least 130 blocks away from any land, go down to the ocean floor. Then place solid blocks from the ocean floor to the ocean surface. After you are done with that step, build up 130 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once you are done building up 130 blocks, go back down here. Then place ladders from here to the top of this pillar. These ladders will allow you to easily access the farm. By the way, the reason why we're making this farm high in the air is to prevent mobs from spawning below it while you use it. That will cause more mobs to spawn in the farm. Once you're done placing those ladders, place a block over here and 2 blocks over here. Then place 5 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now fill in this outline with solid blocks. After you have created that platform, place 2 chests over here. Then crouch down and place 2 hoppers over here. Make sure the nozzles of those 2 hoppers are pointing that way towards that chest. Then crouch down and place 2 hoppers over here. Make sure the nozzles of those 2 hoppers are pointing that way towards that chest as well. Those hoppers will collect the items and funnel them into the collections chest. The next step is to crouch down and place 4 slabs over here. Now break these 2 blocks. Then place 4 blocks at each of these spots. After you have done that, temporarily place a block over here. Then place 2 glass blocks over here, and 2 glass blocks over here. Then break this block. This will be the kill chamber in this farm. Now place a torch over here. That torch will provide light so that mobs don't spawn on this platform. The next step is to place 19 solid blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Then go back down here. Then place 19 blocks at each of these other spots. Once you are done with that step, the farm should look like that. The next step is to place a solid block at each of these spots. Now place 8 solid blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then place 3 over here. Now fill in the outline with solid blocks. After you are done with that step, repeat doing that on those 3 other sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After you are done creating those platforms, create a 1 block high wall around them. Once you're done with that step, extend that wall up by 1 block. Once you're done with that step, the farm should look like that. The next step is to fill in each of these 4 corners with solid blocks. After you're done with that step, the farm should look like that. The next step is to go over to this corner. Then place blocks in this formation. Now place water over here and water over here. By doing that, you will create an infinite water source. The infinite water source will allow you to use 2 buckets to fill in all the water for this entire farm. Now place water at each of these spots. As you guys can see there, all that water should flow like that. It will push mobs that fall into those trenches over to the kill chamber. At this point, fill in and break the infinite water source. The next step is to place 8 trapdoors over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then open them. Now place 8 trapdoors over here. Then open them. After you're done with that step, repeat placing trapdoors like that in those 3 other trenches. Once you're done placing those trapdoors, the farm should look like that. Those trapdoors will cause mobs to walk off into the trenches. That is because mobs see trapdoors as full blocks. The next step is to place 3 blocks over here. Now extend that 3 block high wall around this platform. After you're done with that step, the farm should look like that. At this point, there should be 4 platforms. Now create another 4 platforms at this height. After you're done with that step, the farm should look like that. The next step is to place 8 trapdoors over here. Then open them. Then do the same thing on this side. Now repeat placing trapdoors like that in those 3 other trenches. After you're done with that step, the farm should look like that. The next step is to create a 3 block high wall around this platform. Once you're done with that step, the farm should look like that. The next step is to fill in the roof with solid blocks. By doing this, the inside of the farm will be dark so that mobs spawn both in the day and at night. After you are done with that step, the farm should look like that. The next step is to go over to one corner. Then count out 5 blocks diagonally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now place a torch over here. Then repeat doing that from those 3 other corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those torches will prevent mobs from spawning on the roof. That will cause more mobs to spawn in the farm. I am now going to do a quick fly around so you can check and make sure I've made this mob XP farm correctly. Over here, there should be the kill chamber and collection system. Over here, there should be this drop tube. Finally, up here, there should be the mob spawning layers. By the way, this room should be dark. The reason why it looks bright right now is because I have night vision. This is how dark the room should normally be. The room needs to be dark for mobs to spawn on those platforms. I am now going to show you all how to use this farm. To use it, first stand on this platform. Then just wait. Mobs will spawn on the platforms, then eventually walk off into the trenches. That is because they see trapdoors as full blocks. The water will then push them down into this kill chamber. Whenever mobs fall into this kill chamber, you can easily kill them over here. They will be low health due to taking full damage. You will collect the XP over here and the loot will get funneled down into that collections chest. By the way, if you want to get more loot at a time from this farm, you can kill the mobs using a sword enchanted with looting 3. This farm is a great, quick and easy way to get a lot of loot and XP. By the way, I recommend you kill the mobs in here before too many of them build up. That's because if there are too many mobs over there, no more mobs will spawn until they are killed. By the way, if you want to kill the mobs by punching them instead of using a sword, you can do that. Whenever you want to collect the loot, you can open this chest. It will all be in here. If this farm does not work for you, try switching your world difficulty to peaceful and then to hard. Also check to see if any mobs spawn below the farm while you are standing on this platform. If mobs spawn on land below the farm while you are standing up here, light up the land with torches. I hope you all enjoyed learning how to make this simple and efficient Minecraft mob XP farm. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other Minecraft videos. Thanks for watching.